When most people picture a bird, they imagine it soaring through the sky. But not all birds fly, some have taken a different path. These are the flightless birds, living their lives on the ground or in water. Out of over 10,000 bird species, only about 60 are flightless, making them rare and fascinating. They didn't just forget how to fly, it was a slow evolutionary process over millions of years. As their environments changed, flying became less important than running, swimming, or hiding. Over generations, these birds traded wings for skills better suited to their new lifestyles. Imagine a world where food is plentiful on the ground and predators are few. Flying becomes unnecessary. Flight takes a lot of energy, so for some birds, it made sense to save that energy for survival and raising young. Flightless birds are a testament to nature's adaptability. They show us there's more than one way to be a successful bird. In this journey, we'll explore why giving up flight was a smart choice for them. We'll see how their bodies changed to survive without wings. We'll meet the giant ostrich, the swimming penguin, and the mysterious kiwi. Each has a unique story about life on the ground. These birds aren't broken, they're masters of their domain. Sometimes the best way to thrive is to keep your feet firmly on the ground. Let's dive in and discover these amazing creatures. Their story is one of adaptation, not loss. They remind us that evolution is about finding the best fit for survival. Welcome to the world of the grounded aviators. Evolution is about making smart trades. For birds, flying is energy intensive, but sometimes the benefits disappear. On islands with no predators, or where food is abundant on the ground, flight becomes less useful. Birds with smaller wings and stronger legs thrived, passing these traits to their offspring. Over thousands of years, wings shrank and bodies grew stronger, flight was lost. This is called use it or lose it. If a feature isn't needed, it fades away. Maintaining wings and flight muscles is costly. Without the need to fly, birds could grow larger and stronger. That's why many flightless birds like ostriches and extinct moas are so big. Losing flight wasn't a mistake, it was a brilliant evolutionary strategy. These birds became expert runners, swimmers, or foragers, specializing for their environments. They carved out niches where flying was unnecessary. Evolution doesn't have a single goal, it's about survival in a specific place and time. Flightless birds show us that giving up one ability can lead to new strengths. They remind us that adaptation is about opportunity, not just loss. Their story is one of specialization and success. Sometimes staying grounded is the smartest move. These birds are proof that evolution rewards the best fit, not the flashiest skill. The sky isn't the only path to survival. Flying birds are built for lightness. Hollow bones, large keels, and aerodynamic wings. Flightless birds, however, have evolved for life on land or in water. Their breastbones are flat, lacking the keel needed for flight muscles. Their bones are solid and heavy, making them strong runners or swimmers. The ostrich, for example, is far too heavy to ever fly. Their wings are vestigial, tiny, hidden, and used for things like balance or display, not flight. Feathers are often soft or hair-like, better for insulation than flying. These changes tell the story of a journey from sky to ground. Evolution reshaped their bodies for new challenges. Strength and endurance replaced the need for flight. Their anatomy is a record of adaptation. Flightless birds are perfectly suited to their grounded lifestyles. They show us how form follows function in nature. On the ground, they found new ways to thrive. Islands are natural laboratories for evolution, and many flightless birds evolved there. On remote islands, birds found safety, no ground predators, abundant food. The need to fly vanished, and walking became safer and more efficient. Birds that foraged on the ground thrived and raised more chicks. This led to island tameness. Animals lose their fear and defensive behaviors. The dodo of Mauritius is a classic example. It evolved from a flying ancestor into a large flightless bird. With no predators, it lost its wings, but became vulnerable when humans arrived. New Zealand is famous for its flightless birds, like the kiwi, kakapo, and extinct moa. These birds filled roles usually taken by mammals elsewhere. Island isolation allowed birds to experiment with new lifestyles. Without the burden of flight, they adapted in unique ways. Their stories show how life fills every available niche. But isolation also made them vulnerable to new threats. The fate of the dodo is a warning about the fragility of island life. Flightlessness was a winning strategy, until the world changed. Flying is one of the most energy-demanding activities in nature. Flightless birds save energy by giving up flight, redirecting it to growth and reproduction. They don't need huge flight muscles or supercharged metabolisms. In safe, food-rich environments, a walker's body is more efficient than a flyer's body. This saved energy lets them grow larger and lay bigger eggs, like the kiwi, whose egg is massive for its size. They can survive on lower quality food, unlike flying birds that need high-energy diets. Emus, for example, eat a wide variety of plants and small animals. Their slower metabolism makes the most of their environment. Giving up flight balanced their energy budget. It allowed them to invest more in offspring and survival. Efficiency, not speed, became their secret weapon. For these birds, staying grounded meant thriving. Meet the heavyweights, the ostrich and the emu, both part of the ratite family. The ostrich, Africa's giant, is the tallest, heaviest, and fastest bird. Up to 9 feet tall and over 300 pounds, it can sprint at 45 miles per hour, outrunning predators with powerful legs and just 2 toes per foot. Its wings help with balance and courtship, not flight. The emu, Australia's largest bird, is a strong runner too, reaching 30 miles per hour. Covered in shaggy feathers, emus blend into their environment and travel long distances for food and water. Both birds traded flight for speed and endurance. Their size makes them formidable. An ostrich's kick can be deadly. They're not evolutionary failures, but masters of their environments. Specializing in running made them successful. They show that staying on the ground can be a winning strategy. Adaptation made them champions of their habitats. The ostrich and emu are icons of terrestrial survival. Not all flightless birds run. Some, like penguins, fly through water. Penguins live in the southern hemisphere, from Antarctica to the Galapagos. On land, they waddle, but in water, they're agile and fast. Their wings evolved into flippers, perfect for swimming. Fused, flat bones make their flippers strong for underwater propulsion. Some penguins can swim over 20 miles per hour, twisting and turning to catch prey. Their bodies are streamlined, with dense bones for diving and blubber for warmth. Penguins traded the sky for the sea, gaining access to rich ocean food. They're a prime example of evolution, repurposing old tools for new jobs. Adaptive radiation let penguins fill many ecological niches. Losing flight didn't mean losing power, it meant mastering a new world. In the ocean, penguins are true aviators of the sea. Their story is one of transformation and success. Deep in New Zealand's forests lives the kiwi, a bird unlike any other. Small, nocturnal, and flightless, the kiwi acts more like a mammal than a bird. With no ground mammals to compete with, the kiwi evolved unique traits. Its tiny wings are hidden by hair-like feathers and it has no keel for flight muscles. Powerful legs help it run and dig burrows. Its long beak with nostrils at the tip gives it an extraordinary sense of smell. The kiwi forages at night, sniffing out insects and fruit. It fills the role of a ground-dwelling insectivore like a badger elsewhere. This lifestyle was possible only in a predator-free environment, but human arrival brought new threats: stoats, cats, and dogs. Now endangered, the kiwi's survival depends on conservation. The kiwi's story is a lesson in adaptation and vulnerability. The story of flightless birds is one of adaptation, not loss. They traded flight for new skills, running, swimming, foraging, that made them masters of their environments. On islands, in grasslands, and in oceans, they found unique ways to thrive. Their anatomy, flat sternums, heavy bones, modified wings, are badges of specialization. From ostriches to penguins to kiwis, they show there's no single way to survive. Evolution rewards the best fit for each environment. These birds are not relics, but successful specialists. Their stories remind us that nature is always experimenting. Sometimes, to truly soar, you have to stay grounded. The grounded aviators prove that adaptation is the ultimate key to survival.